Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ni no Kuni 2.
Alright,
Here we
so...
are back in Ding Dong Dell.
So, if 103 would be about Corella DeVille's descendant, let's say a daughter...
How about this, Jova? It's Ni no Kuni 10-4.
No. I get that, but what... No, I get that. I'm just wondering, what would the sequel to 103 be?
104.
No, I get that, but what would we do for 104? Would it be Corella's great-great-grandkids, then?
Yeah, right, Jova.
Well, all 104 of them? Damn.
So... Oh, maybe it's this one?
Right.
Evan, I'm feeling over something I've said this already.
Right then.
Don't do it when I'm standing on the table.
Careful, Lofty.
Nella's earring.
Oh, thank God you learned to dodge. It's one of Nella's earrings.
So our key this time is this chick little number, is it? Rabbit Face better not have any complaints about the quality of this one.
Oh, trust me, if he does, he'll have to answer to me. He better hadn't. It's the last thing I have to remember Nella by before she died.
Yeah,
wait,
there was a laugh at the
wait,
beginning.
Evan, wait, who's Nella again? I don't believe you talked to me about her.
It's personal.
That is true. Lofty didn't get to know her, actually. But that's what this expansion is for. What have we here? Yes, this is our key. That much is certain. Another door awaits.
I'll admit, I read that first line as, why are we here?
I know.
These are often items people hold dear. I wonder if something as big as the Filmobile couldn't even be...
Why are we?
Phil, what now?
Don't worry. Go ahead, Jova.
The Filmobile?
Oh, don't mind me. I was talking about what I did in the first game. Never mind. Wrong world. Forgive me. I do get my head muddled sometimes. Well,
How
yeah,
did
considering you're the one person that goes for all these worlds, yeah, I think you would lose track sometimes.
Now that you
Regardless,
mention it, I recall seeing a car earlier in this world.
Regardless, we had better hope that the remaining keys won't be too big. I wouldn't want you to... whatever.
It's okay, Sakurai can size them down. I mean, he got Ridley into Smash, anything's possible.
World? I'm guessing so. Oh, how wonderful to have companions one can count on. Marvelous. Just marvelous.
So does that make me the Captain America of this, then?
No, that means I'll just kill you last. Kit.
I wonder what manner of Higgledy this little earring will guide us to. There's only one way to find out. Not to mention, well remembered Webs, considering its dreams, obviously he would kill us in our sleep.
Yeah. There is actually a DC villain that can do that.
Off you go then. It's time to take a trip through the twists and turns of another memory lane.
Yeah, that is right. If we die in the dream, we die in real life.
Well, yes.
So don't die then.
Ni no Kuni 3, The Matrix.
It really does make you think.
More like Inception. Matrix was a computer world. Inception is where we had actually a dream world. So
yeah, but could you die in the dreams of Inception?
I'm sorry, Joe. What?
Could you die in the dreams of Inception? Like, I mean, in the sense like you died in there, you died in real life.
Not like that, no. But you could die of old age. Anyway. Shiroi, please.
I'm sorry, Aranella. Do you have a moment?
Basically, looks like you'll be talking to yourself on this one.
Of course. What is it?
Ratja, huh?
Well, at least there's a somewhat darker background, so I figured.
Well, the names are there too. So.
Oh yeah, the names are there. That helps.
Well, it's just that.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say it's all you, so go ahead and just read at your heart's content.
Everyone's been getting so worked up lately. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Grim, Marlene, Matthias.
Matthias, yes.
Even...
Vermine.
Vermi?
I think... we have a voiced cutscene where Mausinger calls him Vermine, so it's pronounced Vermine.
Vermine, okay.
Yes.
Well, you can't blame everyone for being a little on edge. What with Prince Evan's big day coming up.
And hopefully nothing will go wrong.
Yes, I heard the guards mention something about we're going to rebel. What is this they're talking about, do you know?
Something
What's a
about a
rebellion?
coup, something about poisoning, running him through.
Actually, that actually we'll also talk about that. Actually, that's actually what's going on for a bit. So yeah, good call.
Yeah, like great job, Evan. I don't even get buried, you bastard.
I know, but I don't think that's it. Take Matthias. He shut himself up in his room, and he just sits in there muttering strange things to himself. It gives me the shivers.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
So someone muttering strange things means he's probably casting a spell.
Or he's possessed.
Or he's insane.
All of which are possible in an RPG.
Yep. In fact, that'd be a story. It turned out Evan wasn't insane all along. He was just hallucinating all this stuff.
And what, he's in a rubber room and it turns out Aranella was never dead?
Well, no,
Aranella never existed.
But,
wow.
Go ahead.
Matthias, who is that again? I don't know how you keep all these names in your head.
Sorry, those. Remember, we already did that plot twist in Pandora's Box. So.
What plot twist? Sorry.
The whole this it was all an hallucination all along. Plot twist. We already did that in Pandora's Box.
Hey, doesn't stop them from using it again.
And it was very sad.
Lots of writers reuse plots when they run out of ideas. So what's stopping level 5?
Oh, true. No, like I'm not saying you can't. I mean, it all depends on context. Like the late in anime. Don't worry, Shiro. I'll recap.
Hold on. This part's important.
Go on,
Troy.
Into calling the Black Knight. Maybe you know him better as that?
Remember that name.
I've seen him training a lot for something, but I'm not sure what.
I'm sure it's for only the good of the nation here and my well-being.
The Black Knight, eh?
He's one of those guys who goes by one of those
I read
types
it.
of names.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must have cut out for me.
No,
I heard her.
Oh, you must know him. He's Chancellor Molzinger's second in command.
Wait. A Chancellor overthrows the whole thing to turn this group into an evil empire.
Yep.
Well, isn't that kind of one of the most ancient tropes in storytelling?
I think he was referring to World War II.
Oh, that. Of course. Well, referring to a lot of things, really.
Okay. I'm sorry, there's been so much chopping and changing in the ranks lately that I just can't keep up.
Again, no need to worry about that whatsoever. It's all going to be sunshine and rainbows.
There's going to be more chopping soon.
And then one of the guards murmurs, you'll speak about chopping soon. What was that? Nothing.
Suspect?
Go on, Jerry. Oh, she's muted. Well, us handmaidens have other things to worry about. We can't be expected to know the ins and outs of military matters.
I suppose not.
Go ahead, Joe. Will you be back up, Aranella? Why not?
Of course. Any minute now.
Well, remember, this wasn't paced for you, so.
But God, even for sure. Holy cow.
Any minute now? Ellipses.
That was Nalin Raja.
You don't say, Evan.
Well, Lofty, you don't know them, so I figured you would appreciate that we mentioned that.
But even I can figure it out. What looks like a rat and it's called Ratja?
But how did you know? But how did you figure out Aranella's name, though?
Well, to be fair...
Because Ratja was calling her Aranella.
And to be fair, we have mentioned Nella before when we went to go deal with the Black Knight again.
Alright, so let's see exactly what were the other subjects saying at the time.
Yeah,
Hey, conductor. See.
And I can't even
You're
count
just
the number.
chilling there.
And I can't even
Oh,
count
no,
the number. I can't even count the number of times Evan was murmuring Nella in his sleep.
Don't you see, Miss Shiroi? I'm always here, watching everything that you do.
Always.
Please don't tell the cops.
I don't think police exist in this world.
Oh yeah, they do.
Well, in Roland's world, they do.
And
Yeah, but we're not in Roland's world now, are we?
oh, the police.
Who needs the police? Everyone has an army.
I don't think we're in America anymore, Roland.
No, we're in Texas. Oh wait, that's in America.
We're
Alright,
in
Theo.
Ireland.
Oh, sorry. I'm in line for a big promotion once Chancellor Mazinger takes power. Long live King Mazinger!
Wait,
Well,
takes
that sounds
power? He's
absolutely
gonna launch
fine.
a
Wait,
coup.
what?
Quick, walk King Evan. The guards just blabbed about the plan.
Lofty, we're watching a memory, remember? We already know
About that, Lofty. I'm King Evan.
Well, just I don't know, poison the Chancellor like he poisoned your papa.
Yeah, I find I is overrated these days.
Well, what if he kills you first then?
Oh, he won't.
We already took care of that. Anyway, Trish, yes.
He tried to beat me, and he tried to beat me, and I kicked his rear tail to the curb.
That is true.
And your friends now, and I'm like, eh?
It's stronger to show mercy.
Not to mention, like we've talked about, considering we were trying to establish peace between the Grimalkin and
King
the
Leonhard
mice.
is good too.
Having a Grimalkin kill a mice, the Mouse King, yeah, that would
That
probably
alone
not
proves
not-
the Grimalkin aren't all bad, doesn't it? Now get out of here, you halfling.
You know,
It's
actually-
alright.
You know, that makes me wonder, does showing the Grimalkin or one of the mouse kind folk, Tom and Jerry, does that count as being racist?
No, Joe, wrong metaphor. Remember, that premonition already covered that. Tom and Jerry is secretly a story about a masochistic love between two characters.
Of course.
So I'm wondering though, would the Grimalkins be offended by the likes of Tom and Jerry?
I managed to pull some strings and get my Grimalkin pals dismissed from the army. It was for their own good. I worry about the way things seem to be.
I imagine Tom and Jerry would be...
So there you go. Again, I really like how went out of his way to make sure that not every mice was exactly, hateful of Grimalkin. Like, yeah, he's following Grimalkin, but he took care to get his Grimalkin friends away from Ding Dong Dell when it happened.
But of course, anyway, you were saying, Shiroi?
I'd imagine Tom and Jerry would be like war propaganda to them.
Probably, yeah.
Well, Superman and Captain America back in the 40s, those were the war propaganda stuff. Like,
No.
We're talking about mice and cats, though.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry would definitely be war propaganda for them.
I mean, I remember Bugs Bunny having some war
Pedro,
propaganda shirts.
we're talking...
I remember Tom and Jerry having...
Pedro, we're talking about for cats and mice here. Come on.
Ah, okay. Sorry. Okay. Listen, Jova. They both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it.
Well,
Just
of course.
That's not healthy.
but think about it, Sheila. He does horrible things to Tom, nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that.
But of course, because the movie revealed that they're best friends.
What, proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they hello? Hello? right from the beginning, I knew I was gonna love that game.
Oh, wait. Oh, so that was your reaction the first time you played it, huh? Curious, how did you actually come about...
Joe, but the other premonition opening has the protagonist dissect Tom and Jerry, making sure you never look at it the same way ever again. Plus, the character is smoking, talking on the cell phone, and checking out his laptop, all while driving. I'm pretty sure this guy's breaking like 4 traffic laws, but whatever, I have a new role.
Again, I can't help but wonder what they're going to do for the sequel.
Oh, and by the way, the cigarettes he's smoking, police brand cigarettes.
Of course. Cute.
And he also eats the pickles brand pickles.
Huh. How weird.
Like I said, you don't play that the premonition. Like I said, you don't play that the premonition for the gameplay. You play it for the world, the story, and the characters. That's what you play it for. Yeah.
So I've heard. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's on a lot of lists of people's games that they both love and hate.
You can say, oh, maybe you can just watch a playthrough on YouTube. You could, technically, but you'll get the main story, because there's a lot of hilarious side quests that playthroughs usually don't cover. So I would still argue it's still worth experiencing it firsthand.
So I'm guessing for our playthrough, we're going to be having a nice full look in there.
Yes, I'll be doing all the side quests that I feel are really funny and worth showing off.
So what do you speculate they'll do for the sequel? Do you think they'll make the gameplay actually good there?
I don't know, Jove. That's the thing. Swery is a great, well, okay, let me put it like this. He's an interesting writer and director, but I don't have much faith in his game design skills, to be honest. I think that game will probably, I haven't played his Xbox One game, but whatever. Sorry. Shiri.
There you are, Aranella.
Aranella.
I asked Marlene to look into it for me.
It turns out eating grass is bad for you.
Anyway. It seems that the Black Knight has been messing around with magic.
Ah,
And
so
not just any old magic.
Right.
So his
the
name
most
was
powerful magic
Matthias.
there is.
So there you go. He was indeed casting a spell, and there you go. The Black Knight's real name is Matthias.
Wait, so it was you, Tio? Well, never mind, wrong name.
Well, his name is Matteo, not
Matteo,
Matthias. That's a different
yeah.
name.
That's not close enough.
Maybe that's the name of the Italian version.
My God, he might be right.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Theo, does his name change in the Italian version?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Thank you, Racha. I couldn't look into it myself for fear of the mine making a fuss.
Since Racha is a mouse, obviously she would be much less suspicious to Vermine and Mausinger.
Well, this Matthias guy here, he's a nice bloke. Maybe you'll be able to make kind with him, Aranella.
Oh yeah, totally.
Besides, he's been keeping me busy with all his strange little errands.
Do any of those errands involve killing lessons?
Well, she already had that in order to protect the prince in case of an attack.
Yeah, I even had the last errand I got was resign my post.
Do you really need a lesson to do that?
Kill King
Yes.
Evan, kill King Evan, kill King Evan.
All right, go ahead.
Not that that.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes,
No,
you're
go-
back up.
Go ahead, Jova.
Not that that kept me from doing some digging of my own.
And before you ask Lofty, the reason her voice keeps changing is because she has a cold.
It must be some weird cold then.
Oh, there are quite a lot. It seems that they've been sending all our Grimokin soldiers off on maneuvers far from the city.
That's an interesting gesture. Yeah, interesting sound bite when you're talking. You go, like you're punching something. Also, yeah, wow. So all these soldiers lost to ever, they're all the way on the other side of the planet, so they couldn't help.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good. Well, I wonder what Vermine was doing that. Whips.
You don't think that means they're about to go to war, do you?
I would certainly hope not. Otherwise, I would have to prepare myself to aid King Evan through times deep and harsh.
Including killing you. I mean,
Excuse me? Don't worry
nothing.
about it for now. Just carry on as if everything's normal. Just smile and wave, and don't breathe a word of what you found to anyone except me.
Yeah, for a second there on my end, it looked like Aranella was glitching out of existence.
Wouldn't that be an apt metaphor?
Yeah, Aranella.chr, delete.
Forever.
All right, Shira, go ahead.
Just Ratchet.
Seriously, don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. Right, I better be getting back to work.
Everything
Yes,
turned
fine.
out to
Back
not.
to work.
Okay.
This is fine.
As fine as my sword is when I stab you. I mean, when I stab the turkey. For the royal feast.
All right.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
This turkey is really, really tough.
Go ahead, Shira.
At least she's a mouse, so she should be safe for now.
So yeah, Aranella already suspects what's going.
Okay, so
This also explains why she was. This also explains why she was so well prepared at the beginning of the game to get Roland and Evan out of the castle.
Ah, but of course.
Shira, if you please.
Are you sure it's alright for us to be seeing all this, Evan? It's all connected to you, right?
I have no secrets to keep in this matter. Honestly, it's kind of news to me, too.
He has mentioned Aranella, so...
Well, true, but this is more private stuff, and it involves, of course, the killing of his dad. So.
Well, yes, it's Nella's memory lane after all, and she was in charge of looking after me. No, it was more than that. She was like a mother to me. She taught me everything I know about fighting and magic. Oh, BRB.
Wow, she sounds amazing.
Okay, I'll be back up Evan then for a bit.
Sure.
Okay. Well, as soon as if we keep on going, we might be able to learn more about what happened that day. We can't turn back, even though I'm turning back to where I saw Aranella. You sure, lad? Besides, you just turned back on them just now. I am. Come on, everyone, and stop being so pedantic.
Exactly.
It's a figure of speech.
I didn't mean that literally.
well, Evan, man, just be careful what you say. One might turn it against you.
It's called subtext, okay?
How do you spell it then?
You don't. That's why it's called subtext.
Lofty, please.
Please what?
Like, shut up.
Oh, okay. Fallen soldier. All right. The captain didn't tell us the monsters would be this strong. There must be reinforcements coming, right?
And then the guard was shot.
Well, he was. Well, we know he died. We just don't know the details. But yeah, most of these Grimalkin soldiers who were sent on this quest who got killed. Yeah, they were sent to die.
You know, most likely it was a trap.
Very good, Debs. Very good.
Well, again, that's typical in fiction. If you want to get most of your enemies out of the way, put them into a trap and then kill them all while they're standing there.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
This has really got out of hand now. And to be honest, I'd been looking forward to King Evan's coronation. And he died.
Okay,
Oh.
so either that or he coughed up a furball.
They could both be true.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm just wondering how would Evan be coughing up furballs since he's half Grimalkin?
No. He's mostly human. He only has a tail and 2 ears. Everything else about him is human. At least that we can see. We don't actually see much of his body.
What if behind his head he's got
most
two
likely,
ears?
most likely, because remember, because the thing is, Dwebs, again, and like I said various times before, Hino is clearly a huge fan of 80s anime because 80s anime had a lot of humans with cat ears and tails. Like it was an 80s anime thing, and it's completely clear that Hino and Momose, when they designed Evan, they wanted to do a little throwback to that era. I guess I'll be Marlene. Don't you think Matthias has been acting strange recently? I mean, following Mausinger is one thing, but he's become a total fan. All right, are you back, Jova? It's not.
Nope.
Okay, you're old friends, aren't you? Why don't you try talking to him?
Because he'd kill me.
Shiroi, if you please.
Oh, he won't listen to me. He never has. He's never listened to anyone.
And stop moving around. I'm trying to concentrate.
God, you're as bad as Roland.
It's Leander, I'm trying to listen.
This is very personal for him. Have some respect.
You
Alright,
didn't
let's
see
see.
me walking up. You didn't see me walking around when we had your memory lane, did we?
Actually, that's because I was Evan having lead the party. If I had the other characters lead the party, but with Evan as a party member, Evan will walk just as like the others. So Evan doesn't have any respect for the others either.
Oh, not in
Sorry.
this playthrough, he didn't. King Evan is a prat.
Okay, let's see what else. Oh, here's another person. Oh, never mind. I'm going back. Never mind. All right.
Pray tell,
finished.
what have I missed?
Are
basically-
you sure you know where you're going?
Basically, Marlene was talking to Raja, talking about, look, Matthias is getting a bit out of hand. First spells, now he's following. First he followed Mausinger blindly, now he's casting black magic. Couldn't you talk to him, Raja? And Raja's like, no, I don't think he will listen to me. He won't listen to anyone.
Oh, hello there.
Actually, I was Vermine. The tail was Mausinger. I'm really most fiendishly clever, sending all our past Gamakan troops out to deal with ferocious monsters lair far away while we. It was almost too easy. Poor simple fool.
Poor fool, he doesn't know he's going to die later on.
Indeed.
He can't hear you, luckily.
I know, but
Well,
it's somewhat
can't predict the
satisfying
future,
to
of course.
know.
Actually, didn't
Alright,
the souls of that came back to their bodies after he was defeated?
No. Remember, Teo, this was the.
Oh no,
we're
he
talking about-
dead.
We're talking about the mice that Vermine sent to his death. This was even before the Horned One was free.
Okay. Okay.
So,
No,
it has
I
nothing to
thought
do-
Joe was talking about he himself.
Yes, I was talking about Vermine himself.
Vermine. Well, that's the thing. It was Darwin who took away Vermine's soul, so it might work. I'm guessing it probably works different.
His soul kind of got blasted out of him. He did.
Either that or he's just walking around and
Remember,
all of his stuff.
remember, Jova, King's Quest logic. It's okay to kill someone as long as they're evil.
Well, hey, we
Keep
didn't
that
even.
phrase in mind for one of his later sessions.
Hey, we didn't even have to kill him. DeLorean did that for us.
All right. So this enemy, I think, is weak against darkness, so I'm gonna use Leander's Evan Star.
Lovely.
First, a Windsor King's Secret, aka the Mega Elixir of this game. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, now let's kick their ass.
Rightfully so. Why do I get a feeling I have a good idea who the final boss of this memory lane is going to be? What he said, Leander.
And we're almost done. Go ahead, Evan, finish her off.
Alright. Oh god, the way she cried like that. Almost
Don't worry,
sounded like
Evan,
she
it's
was
a-
orgasming.
Don't worry, Evan. These monsters have been controlled by the nightmare, so they're evil, so it's okay to destroy them.
But why did she sound like she was orgasming? It really was weird.
Kinky shit, Evan. Kinky shit.
Oh.
Anyway. Hey, Aranella. So this is Aranella coming back from after all that shit happened. Go ahead, Shiri. Oh, she's back. Okay, Jova, please.
What in the world? The whole castle is covered in mouse decorations, and am I dead?
Yeah, this is okay. Now this is an interesting twist. Up until this point, it's always been past stuff, but now Evan's mind is getting a bit mixed up. Now we're watching what would be like if Aranella saw the current state of Ding Dong Dell after the main campaign.
What
ahead,
exactly
then.
is going on? I thought I was
So, yeah.
dead for crying in the bucket. No! This is all wrong!
And why haven't I found my gravestone yet?
Oh,
We're gonna trust that, Pips. Hold on.
Manila! The castle should look like that. It's only right. Oh my god, you've been away for a long time.
I guess.
This is
Go ahead.
the Ding Dong Dell of now, right?
Seems like it, yeah.
So Aranella's a ghost. Cool.
She's a
In the end credits of the main campaign, Joe, but there was one of the screenshots had Aranella's spirit looking over Evan putting flowers on her grave. So the game did establish even back in the main campaign that her ghost is somewhere around looking after him.
You can say it. She died. Which means she couldn't know anything about how Ding Dong Dell looks now.
Oh crap.
She probably thinks the mice have taken over and that I've been killed. We have to go and convince her that it's not true.
Well, the mice have taken over.
Well, we have to tell her that Ding Dong Dell's a peaceful and happy place now.
But they did it in a peaceful way that's also beneficial for the Grimalkin, so it's okay.
Wow, how did they repay it then? Yeah. Oh yeah. You killed Evan's. You killed Evan's mother figure. All right, we'll kill your mother figure, then, Mousinger. Yeah.
Pretty sure his mother figure's already dead.
Well, hey, people. Hey, Pedro said there should be a fair and equal thing, so we should kill one of Mousinger's people as well.
Vermine's dead.
To quote Evan's words, there shall be no more needless death.
I swear it's peaceful, even though there are monsters roaming around this place.
Well, being an optimist and a pacifist, Evan doesn't believe in repaying death by killing another person. So obviously that's. Think of him like Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He's a pacifist. He doesn't want to kill anyone under any circumstances. So.
You
Lovely.
obtained the great sage's secret.
Lovely.
Now let's go into the nebula from Pan and
Oh yeah, that is a nebula from Pan.
It's a nightmare.
Yes, and it's weak against water. Okay, fortunately Evan has a really good water spell that I can use. Let's see. No, never mind. I think I probably already have it. Usually I have both the fire one, the light one, and the water one equipped. So.
Don't slice now, Evan. I'm right behind you.
Don't worry, Lofty. You're too short for me to slice you.
I'm not sure if I should be offended by that.
Alright, let's see. Okay, Jova, get ready. You're supposed to protect him. It was your duty.
Well, I died, you arsehole. I couldn't do it, could I?
Was a bit tough.
But you left to others.
Well, I kind of had no choice. I had to give him a chance. That's not...
I was talking.
And the boy died.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Turns out Evan was dead all along.
Evan? Wouldn't that be
Sorry, guys. The whole game was a lie.
Fail.
You know, that's kind of like the ending of Chronicles of Narnia, the book series.
You broke your oath. Your oath to Leonard, as in the oath to protect Evan, you know.
Well,
Like the actual
yes,
beginning
I
or
know.
the beginning of the first book?
Yeah, all right, sure.
No. I'm asking Jova which beginning of Narnia does
You-
it mean? The actual
No,
beginning
no,
or the
it was
release
the-
order beginning?
No,
Okay.
no, the tail end.
Believe it or not,
The
Shiroy,
tail end.
believe it or not, Shiroy, the last book in the series, 7, was both the last one release-wise and chronologically, too.
And it was always
Yeah. Sure.
So, because of me, Evan?
Yes, because
Yeah.
of you, Evan.
Please do not look behind you. You would kind of damage my argument.
It's not true, Nella! You didn't fail! I'm literally right behind you! You didn't do anything wrong! Nella did nothing wrong.
Pantomime, though.
I'm alive! And Grimalkin and Mice are happy to living together now. Ding Dong Dell has changed for the better. It's peaceful at long last. And the Black Knight is dead. And I've changed for the better too. I'm stronger now, and I'm going to prove it. How about thee?
Ignore him. That voice you hear is only an illusion.
All right.
Can an illusion do
Does
this?
not matter. Your journey ends here. Fortunately for you, I have the wizard's companion. So taste water, bitch. There you go. Did
I
you notice
hear
how much
water's
damage I
your.
made?
I
Did you
hear
notice how much damage
water's.
I made? Yeah, the wizard's companion is your friend.
Yeah,
Is
no
his friend.
doubt.
But I'm H2O intolerant. No.
Exactly. I heard you don't like water. So have a dose, or 2, or 3.
Why couldn't I have had just some alcohol instead?
You do know that there can be some water in
This
that.
particular nightmare, the Nightmare Rook, can be quite vicious with its attacks because he has a lot of lunging sword attacks that, even if it doesn't damage you that much, they still knock you down. So,
Hey, I wanted to land the killing blow.
It would have been
Well-
nice and dramatic that way. And fitting with the
Alright.
story. But I've shown that I've grown stronger.
yeah, you did do the most of the damage with that water spell, though. So you did most of the work. So,
Alright, Java, get ready because we're in for a particular retcon, and I'm interested to see what you think about that.
Pickle, pickle.
Huh. Should be interesting.
Oh boy.
What's that? You're the High Higgledy of Faith.
Pickle.
And Trust. And Pixie Dust.
Alright, here we go.
the ill feeling between Grimalkin and Mousekind is as old as time, older even than the mighty king. Natural enemies. No one remembers how it all began, of course. Only that the two species have never been able to get along. The battle between them for control of Ding Dong Dell has lasted almost as long as enmity itself. It's even happened in other worlds, like we saw in the first game. It was one of Evan's ancestors who, having overcome the mice's latest onslaught, finally made a pact with the Kingmaker Oakenheart. So there you go. Little lore for Ding Dong Dell. Though this led to the Grimalkin becoming rulers of the realm at long last, it did little to prevent the age-old enemies from clashing. Well, obviously. And so on, the battles raged, with never an end in sight.
With Evan and Endens.
But then, at long last, the two species finally took a few small steps toward reconciliation thanks to Evan's father, King Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go.
Alas, this peace was not destined to last. Doloran soon sent tendrils of darkness to wrap themselves around the hearts of two of the king's closest associates. Well, we already knew this.
Yes and no. Like, I always thought that Vermin was always being a dick, but here
Well,
it
he was
implies...
there, but he was being being
I don't
possessed
know.
by Doloran.
Here it's
Apparently,
basically-
here it suggests that the reason these guys were evil was because of the dark tendrils.
Well, remember, Vermine was working for Dolwyn specifically because Dolwyn promised that he would give him the kingdom.
Well, I get that, but we're seeing right here that apparently
Yeah,
the
it's been
Dark
told,
Chandler's
like,
wordplay.
Again, it's the thing that the game has been done even in the vanilla, playing hot potato on who's really bad. The problem is that at this point, it's just a malicious consciousness that infects someone else, I guess.
Well, remember, Teo, in order for Dolwyn to be able to possess someone, that person needs to be evil at the core. That's why he couldn't possess Mausinger and had to act for Vermine and have Vermine manipulate Mausinger instead.
It does seem a little bit hyper complicated, though. I mean, why not just have them be, people who had their own beliefs here and there? Like the Black Knight, you didn't need to make him be corrupted by Dark Tendrils. Like he's a guy who's just
honestly,
incredibly devoted to the whole.
He was an edgelord anyway, so that is more understandable. It's Vermin that feels unnecessary for this.
It is.
Anyway, the evil that has first infected. Anyway, basically, yeah. Before long, King Leonard was dead, and his son driven from the king. So let's see what actually happened in Ding Dong Dell during all that, after we left. The Grimalkin had been preoccupied with preparations for the crowning of the young king, and failed to notice the trap closing around them.
Oops.
Vermine quietly arranged for all of the kingdom's Grimalkin soldiers to be sent far from the castle. And on the day of the ceremony, the plan was finally put into action.
So when you get down to it, Delorme was literally the only evil person here, it seems.
In the blink of an eye, the Mai seized control of the castle, and Mausinger was soon crowned ruler of Ding Dong Dell in Evanstead.
Oh, well, at least they found her body.
Yeah.
Yes.
And though Evan had escaped, it was not without its cost. Aranella, his handmaiden and governess, gave her life to ensure her young charge's survival. So she really needed to fulfill her promise to King Leonard. Her corpse remained in the sewers beneath the castle until her fellow handmaidens finally came to claim it.
Ew.
Well, she still deserved the burial at the very least.
I know, but dang, talk about an indecency to her. Her corpse is left to rot down in the sewer of all places.
Mausinger wasn't interested in having the guards get it, so the handmaidens had to get it them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But she had served in the castle for the moment she was able, and had gone on to raise the young prince in essence of his mother, the queen. She was strong and kind, admired by all. To lose one so precious was a grave blow indeed. Notice how the guards, of course, here are all Grimalkin. Aranella was laid to rest by her fellow handmaidens with full honors, having paid the ultimate price to uphold her oath of service. Her sisters in service were consumed with grief, until one day a glimmer of hope appeared quite unexpectedly. Prince Evan was alive. Notice Persia there, the first Grimalkin handmaiden who joined our kingdom. Oppression of the Grimalkin was growing worse with each passing day, and the handmaidens had been helping those who could no longer bear it to escape.
So screw that noise, let's join Evermore.
Well, yeah. Well, remember, Jova, there were a lot of Germans who didn't agree with Hitler's methods, fled from Germany to go to America and other places.
Oh yeah, so of course. Like I said, this is akin to World War II.
Mm-hmm. Still, the handmaidens never give up. Hope, sorry. They eagerly followed the news of young Evan on Leafbook and the burgeoning kingdom of Evermore, and cheered him on every step of the way. Any new notifications from Evan's Leafbook page? No? Okay. Meanwhile, Aranella's memories remain as they had been on the day of the coup. Hence why that moment where she was... she still believed that the mice had killed Evan and taken Ding Dong Dell for themselves. And her frustration at this tragedy had come to dominate all of the memories that remained.
I'm almost surprised she didn't become a vengeful spirit at that point.
But thanks to Evan's trip down the memory lane, she can learn the truth at long last. That Evan survived, and that Ding Dong Dell is better than it has ever been. that her efforts helped to build a better future for all, and that she did not die in vain. All right, go ahead, Shuri.
Thank you, Evan. You've grown strong.
Yeah. Didn't really think of what I'd say to you if I met you again. Well, I'm so happy I got to see you again, Nella.
Well, that's
There
a
you go.
start.
Yeah.
This place, it isn't real, is it? But it's not the afterlife either.
Oh, it's my mental psychosis of dreams.
Uh-huh.
Yep. In a way, this is me helping you realize the truth. It's called a memory lane. It's a world made up of all your thoughts and dreams and memories. The riddling rabbit from your story's here too.
Well, isn't that something? Wait, I can feel your memories flowing into mine. He's called the Conductor, isn't he? And Ding Dong Dell is better now.
Yep, it's on
It
that
took a
mind
while.
meld trick that I learned.
Okay, so Evan's now not a Klingon, the Vulcan.
Makes sense, so I can live long and prosper.
If you're a Klingon, he'd kill everyone.
Well, Klingons are like a branch-off species of Vulcans.
No,
Oh wait, no.
they're
That's
Romulans.
Romulans I'm
confused.
thinking of.
And on the death list of any Trekkie.
Go ahead, Shuri.
And you didn't just help to make it better. You helped to realize your father's dream for his beloved kingdom.
That I did.
And I also got closure by saying goodbye to you, so that's nice as well.
This is like my third time saying goodbye to you in some way, shape, or form.
And not only that, you've done what I asked you to as well.
Yep, I've been a good boy.
Which means now the blue fair will come and actually I'm already a real boy, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what's my reward then for being a good boy?
A gold star. You did it.
Maybe I'll get a kid out of the deal. Well, I haven't quite fulfilled my promise yet. Yes, you have.
Hold on. He means as in uniting the entire world.
But he has at this point.
Remember, the one who actually achieves that is Ferdinand. Anyway, go ahead.
So this little fellow is a spirit distilled from my faith in you, is he?
So he will literally be how I remember you by.
Cute.
Yep. You know, if Lofty ever died, I wonder what I'd remember him by.
His rudeness, his lack of tact.
All the good things.
I think I'd remember him as one of my greatest and truest friends. One who was there to critique those I couldn't critique.
Yes, he's there to balance out Evan's passiveness, I guess.
No.
Well, remember, Sheila,
Basically,
it's the same thing as in the first game. In the same way that Oliver is overly nice and all that stuff, the reason Drippy is written the way he is to balance out Oliver's niceness, so that there's always a good back and forth between the two of them, and that way Evan's niceness doesn't go into bland territory. Again, it's a common thing in writing where you have a character to bounce the other character off of, so that you can avoid the weaknesses of a specific archetype.
Now that I've seen you again, now that I know how far you've come and how much you've achieved, I can rest in peace at last.
Alright, say hello to my father
look
for me.
Look at it. For example, the Tangled movie, Shiro. The reason Eugene is written the way he is so that he can be a contrast to Rapunzel's overly nice personality. It's a very common technique that writers use. So.
Anyway.
Welcome back, one and all. You brought another Higgledy, I see. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, wonderful.
Goodness gracious, Evan. Are you crying?
No. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Whoa, mood swings all of a sudden. I mean, 1 minute you were acting all happy that you got to say goodbye to Nella. Now, ooh. Do we need to take a 5 here, Evan?
My, you've been through complete chaos though, haven't you? The memories of the living and the dead, all mixed up together.
It really puts a strain on my head, and it makes me feel drippy.
But that's all part of what makes the world go round. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at, don't you, my young savior?
Mental trauma's all part of the job. Oh yes, I'll never forget what happened today. These memories will stay with me forever.
Wonderful. If this little adventure has provided you with at least a little spiritual nourishment, then all is well. Now then, what next character should we develop? An Higgledy of Faith has been retrieved, which leaves only 3 more to find. There you go, third Higgledy. Forgive me for springing this on you before you've even had time to dry your eyes, but I'd like to crack on and tell you where the next key might be while it's still fresh in my mind. Let's see. Place where an enormous monster lurks.
You'll have to be more specific, but if you're thinking about who I'm thinking...
The shadow of a former kingmaker who abandoned her duties and broke her pact with the god of gods.
Oh!
It sits like a mountain on a continent long since lost.
Nazca Jarvis. Nazca Jarvis.
Oops. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's a proper fiendish one, this one, eh?
I think we're familiar with this one.
It's more than enough to get you there, believe me. Now off you go. Not to mention, you can always use the map's destination icon if you need to. So, whatever. You're fine.
But I like the thrill of the hunt. Alright, let's check the map.
Alright, to Nazca in the next part. So, see you then.
So,
Ta-ta.
See ya.